Don't even tell me I just deleted all that. Oh my god. I had all of these notes typed out on my phone for this video and I just looked down and it was blank and I thought I accidentally just deleted everything. Oh my god. Anyway, hi, if you're new here, my name's Sam. I'm a hairdresser and full-time content creator, and I have been doing hair for, I think, going on 7 years now. I started my career out in Pennsylvania and was able to grow my clientele from literally 0 clients in a little brand new salon where it was just me and the owner to having a full book of clients. And then a couple years ago, I picked up and moved and completely uprooted my life to North Carolina where I knew no one, and I started all over from scratch again. And I am slowly getting to the point where I am becoming fully booked once again. So I thought that I would do this video and share some tips that I have for new hairstylists, things that I wish that I knew when I was first starting out, and also some tips on how to grow your clientele. And I know it can be scary when you're first starting out and you have no clients, but I really think that if you're passionate about what you do and you take this advice, you will get there. You will grow, you will get booked, you will be successful. Starting off with the first tip, keep in mind that you are your own, or you should be, your own walking billboard. Because think about it, if you meet someone and they're telling you that they're a makeup artist and, oh, you should book an appointment, they'd love to do your makeup sometime, and their makeup looks like absolute crap, it's all like patchy and cakey and uneven and not blended and just doesn't look good, are you going to believe or trust that they are actually talented? And are you going to want to book a makeup appointment with them? Probably not. And first impressions are very important. So if you're just meeting somebody out and about in the real world, you want to make sure that you are looking the part, that you are a representation at all times of your brand. I get told very often when I meet new people and I tell them that I'm a hairstylist, they're like, oh yeah, I can definitely see that. I could kind of tell you probably worked in like the cosmetology field because of your style and like the way that your hair and makeup is done and all of that. And that is what I like to hear. And especially when you're just starting out and you're trying to make a name for yourself in your town, you need to be a walking billboard for yourself. And that brings me to the sponsor of this video. Quick shout out to Dossier. Because we're in an industry where we are like all up in people's face and we're getting, you know, we're very close and hands-on with our clients, it's important to make sure that you're smelling good. So if you're unfamiliar with Dossier, they make replicas of brand name luxury perfumes, but at a much more affordable price. By cutting out the celebrity marketing, the retailer markups, the expensive, fancy, unnecessary packaging, they can offer the same exact high quality fragrance for, in some cases, 70 to 90% less. At the moment, I've been obsessed with the Ambery Cherry scent. This is a replica of Tom Ford's Lost Cherry. I actually have the Reed diffuser in this scent in my bathroom, and every time I walk past the bathroom, I get hit with that scent and it smells so good. So I started wearing the perfume version, and this just smells, oh my god, it's so good. Like, it has that cherry, like kind of sweet, but it's also so sexy. The top notes are cherry, almond, and cinnamon. So it's like warm, sweet, sexy. I love this one so much. But Dossier has tons of different fragrances on their site. They have perfumes, colognes, and unisex scents, so there's something for everyone. I will have a link and a discount code in the description to Dossier, so be sure to go check that out, and thank you so much to them for sponsoring a portion of this video. So my next tip is to assist. I get asked this a lot, like, is assisting worth it? Should I do it? How long should I do it for? I do think it's a really good idea to assist. I assisted while I was still in school. If you are still in cosmetology school right now, I highly recommend get a part-time assisting job while you're in school. That way you can kind of dip your toes into the industry, you can get hands-on experience, you can just be submersed in the salon atmosphere. There's so much that you can learn by being an assistant. However, I know so many people that get into these assistant programs where they're told you have to start out as an assistant first for a certain amount of time and then we'll eventually give you your own chair here. But then that time period comes and they're still not given clients. I know people that have assisted for 1 year, 2 years, going on 3 years, That is insane to me. Unless you are literally assisting like a celebrity stylist or, you know, some big time person and it's leading you to these really amazing opportunities, I don't think that you should assist for longer than like 6 months. If you're just working in a regular salon, because a lot of times what ends up happening is they just get comfortable with having you be there as their assistant and do the messy work, the shampooing, the blow drying, the cleaning, and you don't end up learning. I feel like you can only watch someone or help someone do something for so long before there's nothing left for you to gain from that. I really do think that after a certain point, you have to just start taking your own clients because you have to just learn by doing it yourself. Make sure that it's very clear how long you're going to be assisting for and at what point you can start taking clients. And if they don't hold up their end of the bargain, say something. And if they're still not letting you take your own clients, leave, because it's not worth it to just stay stuck as an assistant making hourly pay. Like, you're just being used at that point, to be honest. My next tip is to take advantage of free education. There is so much out there, and even to this day, like, I constantly am learning new things just from social media. And I'm gonna be honest with you, yes, I've definitely gone to like paid classes, one-on-one hands-on classes. I've done like paid online courses, but if you can't afford it just starting out, or if you work at a salon where they don't provide that education and pay to send you to classes, take advantage of the free resources. Like, it's been a while since I've paid for education because there's so much out there nowadays for free. Get on Instagram, start following as many other stylists as you can, because a lot of people share great tips and tricks and like their favorite formulas and things like that on Instagram totally for free. And make sure that you're making the most out of your free time. Like, when you're first starting out and you're not busy with clients, take that time. Like, don't sit around and just like mindlessly scroll. Watch tutorials, watch educational videos, get out a mannequin and practice. Do color swatches. That's one thing that I, especially in the beginning, I would do a lot as I was trying to really like learn the color line at the salon. I would just kind of like mix different colors together and see, like, if a client asked for a rose gold, what would I mix together? How can I get the perfect rose gold shade? And I would mix different formulas together. I would test them on little test swatches. And you can buy like little swatches of hair on Amazon. I have a big key ring with all these swatches that I just got for a few dollars on Amazon. Don't just sit around waiting for a client to walk in the door. That's what's going to set you apart from the people that end up not really going anywhere in their career and stop doing hair after a couple years versus the people that really become successful. My next tip is to try everything. Even if you're afraid of a certain service, you don't really feel confident, or you don't think that you're gonna like it, in the beginning, I think that you really should get your hands into everything and get familiar with everything. Once you get more experience and you get more booked and busy, you can narrow down on a specialty or a certain niche. But in the beginning, I really think that it's important to just try it all, because you'll never know too. You might end up discovering that there's a certain service you didn't think you were gonna like that you actually really love, and that might end up being your specialty. My next tip is to start building your portfolio as soon as possible. If you don't already have an Instagram page dedicated to your work as a cosmetologist, you need to make one ASAP and just start posting. Don't get so caught up and worried about like, oh, well, everything I have to post has to be like perfect and aesthetic, and my page needs to look perfect and everything has to match and have a color theme. And no, just start posting, okay? Take pictures of everything. Post pictures of yourself on there. Share things about yourself so that clients that come across your page can get to know you. That's a big thing that I know I have been told by clients that has made me stand out amongst other stylists in my area. When they come to my page, they feel like they can get a sense of who I am as a person, and they feel more comfortable because they're like, okay, well, not only is the work good, but she seems like somebody that I would get along with, somebody that I could trust. She seems really cool. We have things in common. Actually, this week I've been recording a vlog, bringing you through my week and sharing how I get content for Instagram, where I get my ideas, what ideas I come up with, like literally showing you behind the scenes of everything. So that vlog will be coming very soon. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel so you don't miss when I post it, but I'll go in a lot more detail in that video as far as like giving you ideas and showing you like how you can get the content, what equipment I use and all that kind of stuff. And if you need hair models, people not only to practice on, but also to have photos to post on your Instagram page, ask your friends and family. People love getting their hair done for free or for a discount, and get a lot of content of each individual person. Like I can, with one client, one hair appointment, I could easily get a month's worth of content, because I will literally get pictures and video of every single step of the process, a quick before and after, a video of the entire process step by step of what we did, a video of our consultation, video clips of me mixing up the color, videos of me applying, videos of me pulling out the foils, shampooing their hair, putting on a toner, doing a haircut, blow drying their hair, curling their hair, spraying hairspray in their hair, a reaction after they see their hair. Like, there's just so much. So try and get as much content. It's going to help you dramatically. Like nowadays, you need to have a presence online. You need to have that portfolio so that people can not only find you through Instagram when they're searching for a new hairdresser, or if you work at a salon and a new client calls and they're like, put me with whoever has the soonest availability, they get put on your schedule. The receptionist is like, oh, okay, well, your appointment will be with Sam, blah, blah, blah. They most likely, this happens all the time, I'm telling you, they are going to look you up on Instagram and they want to see what your work looks like. So it's really important to have an Instagram page that serves as your portfolio. And like I said, I have that vlog coming very soon where I'll go into a lot more detail if you're looking for, you know, some inspiration on what to post specifically and how to get that content. Next tip is make business cards. I have a bunch of business cards that I keep at the salon. I have some that I keep in my car. I have some I keep in my purse. I make sure that I just have them accessible at all times, because you never know when you might want to pass your card out. And I know that might sound kind of old school. I feel like business cards were kind of like out for a while, but I think they're coming back in, and I think that they're so handy to have. Make sure that they have all of your information on there, how they can reach you, you know, the name of your salon, the phone number, and also have your social media on there. Have your Instagram page, because I'm telling you, people want to look up your Instagram so that they can see your work. They want to know more before they make that commitment to book with you. And it's also good to have, I mean, going back to like having an Instagram, it's also good to have too, because then say you do somebody's hair, they love it, they're obsessed, they take a picture, they post it on their Instagram, now they can tag you, and it makes it so much easier for their friends and family to be like, oh my God, wait, her hair is gorgeous. This is the person who did it. Boom, let me click on their page. Oh, wow, yeah, all their work is great. I'm gonna book an appointment. If you didn't have the Instagram page, they would post a picture and be like, oh, my hair's so great. I got it done at this salon or whatever. But it's like, it just takes more steps. Also, I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I think having a social media presence is important too, because then when your clients follow you on social media, I think it creates a tighter relationship, because now they're seeing you all the time. Every time they're on their phone and they're scrolling, you're popping up, you're staying fresh on their mind. Also, then they're seeing stuff like, I'll post on my story like my dog and, you know, like different things I'm doing. It just makes it feel more like we're friends, and I'll follow them back. And when they post stuff, I will be sure to comment and like it, because then they're gonna feel more loyalty to me. It's more like, I don't wanna go to somebody else, because then I would feel like I'm cheating on her. You know? Oh, my next tip is to work weeknights and weekends. And I know this isn't always ideal, but I think that it's really important when you're first starting out. After time goes on and you get really booked and busy and you're in high demand, then you can make your schedule be whatever you want. But when you're just starting out and people don't know you and you're not that experienced, they're not going to be willing to call out of work or leave work early or like, you know, make big adjustments to their schedule in order to be able to come get their hair done by you. They're just not going to. But if you offer that availability that most people need, which is weeknights and weekends, the more available you'll be to more people and the more likely you are going to get booked. So the salon where I'm at right now, I am hoping that eventually I'll get to a point where I won't have to work Saturdays anymore, or at least be able to like cut back and just do like one Saturday a month maybe. But most of the other girls don't work Saturdays. So I was like, perfect. I'm going to work Saturdays, so that way when a new client calls and they need a Saturday appointment, they're just naturally going to end up on my schedule because I'm going to be one of the only people that has availability on that day that they need. My next tip is to make the client experience as luxurious and comfortable as possible. A lot of people think that the most important part is your technical skills, doing good hair. And yes, of course, that's important. It should go without saying. That's just inevitable. But the thing is, there are so many other stylists. I guarantee there's tons of other stylists in your same salon, in your same town, that do really good work. Probably just as good as you, if not better. What's going to make you stand out and what's going to make a client come to you in the first place, but then want to keep coming back and stay loyal to you and send their friends and family, refer other people to you? It's about more than just doing good hair. It's about how you make them feel and how their overall experience is when they're in your chair. So the way that you treat them, respecting their time, not constantly having to reschedule them or constantly be running behind, running late, making them wait around for you, offering them something to drink when they get there, remembering things about them. I always keep notes on my clients, everything from like their formula to the things that we talked about during the consultation to things about their personal life, like where they recently moved from, how many kids they have, how old their kids are, what they said that they were going to be doing this weekend. That way the next time I see them, I remember these things about them and I can ask them, oh yeah, last time you were here, you said you were going on a trip to California. How was that? Or how are the kids doing? You know, like things like that. So the client will feel connected to you and feel like, oh, I'm important to them. Like they remembered this stuff about me. They really care about me. I'm not just like another person in their chair. I'm an individual to them. Not soaking their back at the shampoo bowl, asking them if the water temperature is comfortable, checking in on them while their hair is processing, being thorough during your consultation, talking about aftercare and maintenance and all of those kinds of things, like just going above and beyond to show that you really care about them as an individual. And like put yourself in their shoes. Like as a client, what would you want? How would you want your experience to feel? And then my last piece of advice would be careful with discounts and promos and doing like Groupons and stuff like that. I know a lot of people do that stuff and it can be very helpful to fill up your chair, but is it going to lead to you having long-term success and long-term loyal clients? I don't know. I mean, that's a tricky one. I'm not specifically telling you like, no, don't do it or only do it this way or whatever, but just keep that in mind. I think that sometimes, and I've experienced this personally, when you are offering a discount and that's what's attracting people, it's going to end up attracting the type of client, not always, but sometimes, that they're only ever looking for a discount. They're never going to want to pay full price and they don't value you and your work. They just want to get the cheapest price possible. So once you do start charging full price and your prices start increasing over time, which naturally they will, they might not end up being the client that's going to stick with you. I mean, unless it's a situation where, like I said, you just need models so you can get content and pictures to help promote yourself with, that's fine. But if you're thinking like, oh, well, if I run a discount or do a promo, that's gonna help get me clients, maybe not. So just be careful with that kind of stuff. Keep that in mind. I don't want you to end up getting screwed and stuck with like not your ideal clientele and people that are just going to take advantage of you, because that is a very quick way to get burnt out and end up resenting your job. So yeah, that is pretty much everything. I feel like honestly this is one of those topics that I could sit and talk for hours and hours and hours and hours. Like there's just so much that I've learned over these last few years, and yeah, I could go on forever, but I think this is like the overall gist, the main, most important stuff. I really hope that this video was helpful. I share a lot of this type of information all the time, behind the scenes of being a hairdresser. So if you are looking for more resources, definitely subscribe to my channel here and go follow me on Instagram. I feel like I'm gonna try to be better about posting this type of stuff more on YouTube, but I'm constantly sharing this type of stuff on Instagram. So definitely follow me there at Styled by Sam They. And if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out to me. I don't like to gatekeep anything. So anything that you need advice or help with, I am here for you. Don't forget to check the description for links to everything, as well as that link and discount code to Dossier. And I will see you over on Instagram and in a few days here with a new video. Bye.